We're on.
Okay. This is Turok Evolution for the GameCube.
Man,
Should we say all of our names?
Yeah, sure. Start with you.
Alright, I'm Connor.
I'm Marshall. I'm Logan.
Alex.
My name is Heisenberg.
Alright, we got Master Ian here playing the game.
Heisenberg!
Ian.
Ian Heisenberg.
No, it's just Heisenberg.
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 Alright, well we got Heisenberg telling us how to play the game.
So,
Matt, can you actually skip all the credits? Or does it just
know.
go through it? Because
Rex Dixon.
Rex Dixon. Berenger
King Dixon.
Oh,
Rex Dixon and
King Dixon, yeah.
Dupree.
Oh, I thought it was
Schwarzenberg.
Matthew Crump.
I think Dixon was the best.
I think
David
Rex. I think King Dixon.
Rex Dixon.
Yeah, Rex in Latin means
King, yeah. So sort of fits in with the
Hornberg.
theme since I was under the impression
Harris,
Turok is
Salas.
basically about.
Ben Boner!
What? Was there actually a guy called?
Well, I
Ben?
think it was Bonner, but I don't care.
Robert Buddy Woods.
We'll call him Boner forevermore.
Alright.
Okay, probably the hardest enemy to kill in this game is
the
Brachiosaurus.
T-Rex.
No. Oh my
Man,
god,
I
the
was
fucking T-Rex
I was
level on
watching
this.
the Rage Quit and he was trying to kill the T-Rex and he used like 5 missiles and the T-Rex.
Yeah,
by
I
the
know.
way-
You shoot the missiles at the T-Rex, he doesn't die. He's like.
He has to shoot his legs or something, right?
Jeff Goldblum.
Oh. It was Jeff Goldblum, not Goldblum.
Oh, Boner kill.
Usually I play this game with like fucking every cheat on because it's so hard.
Man, do you want to do that? Like, it's not as if we're doing any of this like even remotely seriously.
Are you kidding?
No, because
This
it's not
game
as
is
funny.
not serious.
It's
What?
not as funny if it's really shitty.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Fun.
Because then you'll see me going, fuck everything, fuck,
Yeah.
fuck, especially
Yeah.
flying levels. Fuck every single fucking flying level in this game.
Wait, like strapped to a pterodactyl?
Yeah, and you have like machine
Man,
guns and
this is-
pterodactyl missiles.
This is Let's Playing. People get off on your tears. Just like Atlas.
Shrug.
No, man, like the game company that did Catherine, but I appreciate the reference.
Bioshock Atlas?
No, Atlas shrugged as an Ayn Rand.
No, you fools, the fucking video game company.
Yeah, we know, but we're just...
Yeah, I know you're just
Around the
taking the
bush.
piss out of
Oh yeah,
it.
you can play. You play as an engine in this game.
Atlas?
Yeah.
It's Colonel Mustard.
It is. Oh, fuck, yo.
You play as an engine.
Oh, wow. Oh, get fucked, Colonel
Who plays
Mustard.
him? My god, the graphics are so much worse than
I was
ever.
about to say that.
Yeah.
But they're kind of amusing.
Well, I mean, it provides like a certain edge to it. I don't know. Wasn't Turok originally for the game for the Nintendo 64?
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
no. Game Boy Color.
Well,
Yeah, apparently it was actually a sick game, but this is
Game Boy Color was fun.
this is my childhood right here, playing this game with shit tons of cheats on and never beating it because it's too hard.
Yeah.
Even with the cheats on it, invincibility, I still
Look,
can't.
look at that chest. Look at the chest.
Did you get the poison
Holy
arrow?
That's the first thing I saw.
I saw the guy that was
Captain,
like
not
Dr.
a-
Yo, her boobs straight brought us back to life.
Why is Dr. Doom in there?
Her nipples are like
Pretty much, it's
phoenixes.
just like I'm awake. You know?
Whoop.
I want to hear the story, guys. Jesus Christ.
What's happening?
Logan, these are real chips, not rice chips.
Thank you for making that like
Are
the
those actually
loudest
rice
fucking
chips?
noise ever.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what she's see.
I'm not gonna lie though.
So I'm not gonna lie, Ian. I don't know what the hell is going on.
Your
right now.
trials have begun
Is that
as a
Hulk?
warrior.
Is that female Hulk?
Collect the
Alright,
turkey.
Ian, how do you play? What are the buttons?
Yo,
Shoot, jump, kill, move, kill, strafe, kill, jump, aim.
Wait,
seems
which one's
legit.
strafe?
And kill.
That's strafe?
Okay, triggers bang bang. Y is I think change weapons. X is change weapons the other way. A is jump. I'm pretty sure. And B is with your fucking tomahawk.
Yeah, you're gonna punch a fucking T-Rex.
No, you have a fucking tomahawk.
You're gonna tomahawk a T-Rex. Still useless.
Yo, you can shoot trees that fall on like animals that kill them.
Holy
Graphic
shit!
card up in here.
What
This
the
game
hell
is
is
violent. I
this?
think this is like, man, look at that.
His
engine
moves
bar.
are
Yeah, and you don't even wear a shirt and you like kill things and they shoot at you.
All right.
Oh my god.
Oh my Jesus Christ!
No, B is
Switch weapons.
B is X. Okay, B and Y are switch weapons. X
Okay.
is special. It changes the different weapon types. Jump. something.
Jump is A?
Okay. Yeah, A is jump. Left trigger is crouch. Obviously, trigger is fire, and then Z is to aim.
Alright, switch to your bow and arrow, see if it changes.
That's sad. You know, I've been here 10 years and I still think that's amazing. Oh, fuck. Oh shit, man. Velociraptors.
No, those aren't velociraptors.
Oh.
You know those little baby ones that eat like the guy's face and everything like that?
Yeah.
Tear off his face, don't they?
I don't know, they eat them little bit by bit.
I don't know, I just kind of...
Or in Land of the Lost, they eat the ice cream in the ice cream truck.
Yeah. I straight just call things as I see them. They look like little raptors.
Velociraptor.
Oh fuck, man. They're like the size of my foot. Yeah.
Baby.
I'm a little bit trigger happy, is it evident?
Velociraptor use nuke.
It's super effective.
Hey, bow and arrow, go. Fuck that guy up.
Snipe that shit.
That's in the knee, why would you shoot him in the knee? You gotta aim above his head.
Like, I don't know, it worked on
How do you
everyone in
not notice
Skyrim,
that?
so...
Yo, guess what?
It should work.
Boom! Headshot! Boom!
You got a small med kit from someone?
Oh god.
Oh man, rainbow. This
Yo,
shit.
kill that thing.
Yo, they take so many
Stegosaurus,
freaking
kill the
hits.
Stegosaurus.
They take so many hits, I'm not gonna waste my shit on them. Yo, I don't want them to run over me.
So show us respect, bro.
Oh
Oh,
shit,
fucking
that
gonna get that.
seems
What
legit.
is it?
That was a med kit, but I have full health, so.
Stupid. Kill the fucking Stegosaurus.
Oh fuck, what the hell was that?
That guy was some
Oh,
It's a gun?
What the, why the hell is that dinosaur wielding a gun?
Whoa, baby!
It's a lizard man.
He shot me. I have no like armor on, yet he still can't do shit to me.
It's a gun. What are you
Go
doing?
get the fucking gun, man.
Well, it's a fucking baboon, man.
Oh shit, man. Baboons are actually the most violent animals.
Yes, go get the other gun.
Besides
No,
humans.
it's not a gun. That's actually the key to finishing this level.
Well, even better. Go acquire that bullshit right now.
I press jump.
Jump.
Awesome attempt, Ian, but
Nice try, but maybe jump.
missed the mark. at that. Okay.
I say what in the butt?
Large
Large.
medkit.
Oh my god, these controls suck ass.
Yo, it wasn't Turok legit. Oh, nice.
And there, that's the first level done, pretty much.
Really. Jump, go into the water. Live there, die there.
So wait, the right stick is look around?
No, right stick is like move. Left stick or right stick is to move around. Or
Oh,
look.
shit, man.
So the right stick is to look around, left stick is to move around.
Wait, what
Okay.
is that? Those
So-
little
so-
animals.
These are peaceful animals. Now watch this.
Peaceful one. Fucking kill them.
Oh,
Yo, get fucked.
Done.
Can we
Get
use their
some.
meat for something?
No.
Alex, first thing thinks, can we eat them?
That's straight just what I think whenever I'm forced to slaughter innocent creatures in the game. And
Wait, what the
use
fuck is
it for something.
No, it's just mindless killing.
Does anyone remember the executions level?
not that way.
I don't know, I
Oh,
guess
it
I
was
could,
over to the left.
You have to
Yeah.
look back.
a little bit to the left.
Up there.
Ian.
You're wasting the bullets.
Oh shit!
Yo, what the fuck? Yeah, that's a
Straight,
comment.
There it is. Go.
Go, go, go. Sweet. Alright, so that's like,
Level 1 complete!
There you go.
that's like 9 minutes.
Can't do it.
We need to rethink our strategy for this. Also, Ian, do you have any more beer?
Yeah.
Can
And
I-
that
can I have
life-size
some?
creepy crawler thing, it's fucking
Go.
scaring the shit out of me.
Wait.
Look,
Look,
it's
you're
straight at me.
drinking.
Yeah,
What?
the
Fuck off.
prison.
You
I
can
have,
drink
like-
the blonde beer because nobody likes that apparently.
Yeah,
Alright,
blonde
awesome.
beer Shit. Blonde beer.
I wish
Little
that
white.
drinking and driving wasn't like a thing. You know what I mean? What do you mean by a thing?
Fuck.
What do you mean a
Like,
thing?
it wasn't
What do you mean a
known about.
thing?
So if you mean if people are allowed to
But
drive
where?
around and
These
kill other
ferocious
people?
No,
predators
he means
have a
like
taste
if
for
you
human
have like
flesh.
1 or 2
Oh my
beers
god,
in
this is the
drive,
Raptors level.
Yeah,
Fuck everything.
but you actually can. You just need your
Have
G.
fun with
Well,
this.
You need your G and
Dinosaurs
to
are
be 21
actually
as well.
no.
22. Oh, yeah? You have to be 22. It's the law's
They sent
21.
me. They
no,
sent me a mail
no.
in the mail. They sent me a letter in the mail.
like at the There's a driver's mail center. now. It's if you, the
But-
book says if you're 21 and under and you have alcohol over .000, it's illegal.
They No, the government
Yes,
of Ontario
it
sent me a
is.
letter in the mail. It's 21. Once you're 21,
Christ,
you
guys,
can
I was just asking for a beer. Relax.
Well,
Go
Logan
get some
brought up
wheat
this
beer.
episode, I
Blonde
brought up
beer.
something.
I'm being proactive, and no one, therefore no one
Oh
should
my
judge
god,
me.
thank God.
We're
Okay.
being proactive.
Where is Charlie?
Eat
Sheen?
some more yogurt.
Lesson learned. Oh fuck, yo, that's definitely a Velociraptor.
That was a velociraptor. It was quite large.
That was pretty small.
No, not that one in front.
No.
The one that ran off in the.
Oh, the one up there.
Oh, is that a Bronchiosaurus?
No, it's
Fucking Bigfoot.
something Bigfoot. It has 4 big.
Fuck, it's Little Feet. Littlefoot.
Well, oh my
Littlefoot.
god. You have no idea how much I want to bust a cap in Littlefoot's ass. I remember.
Man, Littlefoot's the best.
No, nigga, I remember when,
He was so bad.
my little brother grew up, we, he did nothing but watch this shitty,
Yeah,
animated series in the car. So I was forced to, listen to his grating voice constantly. It wasn't even the movie, it was straight just, the shitty
voice.
animated series, yeah. It drove me mad and just, consumed me with hatred towards, any, planning in life.
I remember when I just watched the ribbon and I got up to
There he's
8.
back in.
I got up to 8 and I was past the age of watching. They made 13 or 14. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
They've already made 14 of these?
Yeah,
14
man.
once.
Land for
Lost.
Time.
Oh, Land Before Time.
Something else I wanted to say regarding the Land Before Time. But yeah, no. And so, because of Land Before Time, I've dedicated myself to consuming, one of every plant-eating form of life on the face of the earth.
Hopefully you'll get Littlefoot one day.
One day.
What about insects?
What about... Oh yeah, them too.
What are you doing?
No one is safe.
Quit wasting your fucking arrows.
Wait, I need the tech bow.
Why do you need to take that?
This tech bow's awesome.
You just got it, Ian.
This is in the tech bow.
No, he said you picked up
How the
tech
hell
bow.
could that, a lizard that small produce that
weapons.
huge look like
Switch
that?
weapons. Yeah.
This is the tech bow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, baby.
Still not a gun.
He looks 1,000 times more badass.
Why was that
than
just sitting there? That's my question. There wasn't even a dead body there. It's just
360 no scope.
Tech bow here.
Get your tech bow. $1.
Just some dinosaur picked it up and was like, I'm gonna place it right here. Right here.
Fucking horse.
Did you just get hurt from that tech
Yes.
ball? He fell into the
Okay,
water.
he's an engine. He doesn't have jumping skills.
Yo, Turok is a little bitch.
He fell in the water.
Yeah.
Is his name actually Turok?
Well, I don't know, man. I didn't know what his name even was. We legit just talked over that
Oh,
entire
yo, Quest.
cutscene.
Oh, poisoner. They make people barf.
Yeah, they make people.
I like
Have you
the
played this
sound
game
of
before?
that.
Yes.
I haven't, but I'm completely new to all this.
Wait.
And the barfing is good.
Well-
Barfing? Zoom in a
See,
little.
watch him. See, he got poisoned.
No, he barfs.
It's a barf now?
What?
Wait, what?
I am disappointed by the
Oh,
lack
it's
of
because he
barfing
choked
right
to
now.
death.
Oh,
Okay,
sometimes
well-
they just choke.
I guess
Okay,
that
well,
did he
shoot
choke in
another
his
guy.
own vomit? Can you
Shit,
promise
someone's
me that
shooting
at
you,
least?
I don't know if I can promise that.
Okay.
I can guarantee.
Oh,
Oh,
big
sweet,
barf,
that's
big
even
barf.
better. The only thing I like more than a promise is a guarantee. Where's my phone?
Barf.
Yes, he's
Yeah, he's
barfing.
barfing.
Nice.
Yo, I didn't see it, therefore it never happened.
Ian, you suck. God damn it.
Oh shit. Yo, if Ian is bad at this game, what hope do the rest of us have?
Fuck, I'm finishing level.
Nice.
See, I know this game off by heart. See,
That was pretty
it's
bad.
so
That was
fucking hard.
really bad.
Okay, we're about halfway there now.
Alright, I think
Okay.
people are starting to get the basic concept. I think we'll be able to start playing soon.
Yeah, that sounds good.
On shotgun next.
Oh, the shotgun.
Fair
This
enough.
game is hilarious because you can keep loading and you have up to 6 shotgun shells that can do at the same time. You go.